We have to talk now about the next big IPO. It's Slack. Slack has released its financials in the lead up to the IPO. That's its S1 filing out today. The company reported $400 million in revenue for the fiscal year that ended January 2019. A lot of other interesting nuggets in the filing, and Adam Shapiro joins us now from the newsroom with more. Hey, Adam, great to see you on our show.
It's good to see you, Dan.
Let me ask you, what do we see about Slack here that should either encourage people about the IPO or maybe concern people?
Okay, let's talk first about the encouraging issues. $28 billion a year. That's what they estimate is the market for biz tech communication platforms. Remember, Slack takes you a step further past just email from person to person so that you can have these channels in which all kinds of teams can communicate with each other. Here is what they said about their business model. We offer a self-service approach for both free and paid subscriptions to Slack, which capitalizes on strong word of mouth adoption and customer love for our brand. I think some people would say be careful when they start talking about customer love. Now, later on, when they talk about the business model, they say that where they intend to grow, because you mentioned that they had $400 million in revenue last year, but they're also expecting, what, $138 million loss on that. Our direct sales and customer success efforts are focused on larger organizations who have a greater number of users and teams and have the potential to increase spend over time. They measure this, Dan, the number of paid customers being at greater than $100,000 of annual recurring revenue. Now, one other thing that you should keep in mind, that they are going to have roughly, 10 million direct daily active users. But when you worry about where they're headed, they say, as often these S1s have, the kind of warning signs for investors, quote, because the market for Slack and the features, integrations, and capabilities we offer on Slack rapidly evolving and has not yet reached widespread adoption, it's difficult for us to predict our future results of operations or the limits of our market opportunity. Look, they are in, 150 different countries. They've got the 10 million daily active users, so they're growing. The question is, will they keep growing and will they raise money? They're not sure when they're going to be really profitable.
Yeah, and of course, Adam, briefly, the debate over all these IPOs is whether investors actually care when the company isn't profitable yet. So you could focus on the positive and say, wow, revenue doubled last year. Slack says revenue will double again next year, but as you mentioned, not profitable.
Right.
All right, thanks so much, Adam.